First of all, let me say good evening to everybody.
Good evening.
And in the words of what we say during the season of Kwanzaa, we say Habari Gani. Exactly. The day today is the second day of Kwanzaa. And the day is Kuji Chakalia. Traditionally, when someone says Habari Gani, you wouldn't say the day, you would give another response. And it may be in Jima Asante, it may in Jima Zuri. You know, you always want to say something positive. Zuri means beautiful. And Jima Asante means fine, thank you. But during the season of Kwanzaa, we actually say the word Kuji Chakalia, or the day. Like yesterday was what? Anybody know? Umoja. So if I said Habari Gani to you, your response would be what? Umoja Habari Gani. That's the news. That's all Habari Gani really means. What's up? What's happening? What's the news? So you all in a room full of African people, don't be afraid to speak your language. It's okay. It's liberating. I've been asked to do the libation ritual. This is a very central theme at any Kwanzaa gathering, is the pouring of the libation. As Brother Jasil said, it's not about superstition, it's not about spookism. If other folks can have guardian angels, we can have our ancestors. I don't know about you, but I believe Harriet Tubman is worthy of sainthood. I don't know about you, but the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey is worthy of sainthood. And so if other folk can have theirs, we can have ours. If they say Joan of Arc, we should be able to say Harriet Tubman. Okay? If they say Abraham Lincoln, we should be able to say Frederick Douglass, or better than that, Vicente Guerrero, who was the first black president of Mexico, who freed the Africans before Lincoln even thought about it. Don't get duped on Hollywood, got you going to go see the Lincoln movie. It's a whole nother story. You know, but that's another lecture. I'm going to get to the libation. But the libation is participatory. I will be pouring a drink. Today we're pouring water. Sometimes we pour other things. It depends on what we're trying to call on. If we're calling on water, then we wouldn't be pouring water, trust me. We'll be pouring another stronger spirit. But the water is the essence of life. It's an opportunity for us to unite our community on all levels. Those that have recently departed, those who are our ancient ancestors, and those that are yet to be born. Anybody here with child? Anybody expecting? Not yet? Well, we're going to invoke that today, because children are the absolute way of saying that life must go on. I don't think nobody would argue with the fact that black life must what? Go on. I'll say a word, yebo, yebo. That's just simply you giving it back to me, like right on, okay? Yebo? Yebo. Okay, I told you, this is a participatory ceremony. This ain't time for you to be cool. Too many cool people, we ain't gonna be able to do what we need to do. We're in a state of war right now. People are attacking us, psychologically, spiritually, physically, mentally. So we have to be freed up. And so when we do the libation, I'll pour the drink. After I say the word libation, you will say what? Libation. That's if that's your persuasion. If you have a Yoruba understanding, you may say Ashe. If you have a Kemetic understanding, you might say Hotep. If you're just a brother and sister in the struggle, you might just say, right on, Brother Kwesi. I'm feeling you on that one. It's okay. It's a participatory piece. And so, I asked my elders now if I may have permission to speak. I asked my elders if I may have permission to speak. I've only been around the cycle 52. I know there's some in here that's traveled longer than me. So I asked my elders if I may have permission to speak. Thank you. Now you might be saying, what is that all about? One thing in the African community is we don't play with eldership. We respect it. We respect it at all times. It doesn't matter how old you are, there's somebody older than you. And the fact that there are elders in the room, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Because if we have no elders, how will the children learn? How will they know their way? And so we have the elders here, we have the young children, the Watotos, and getting permission from my elders, I will now proceed with this ceremony. And so, I call out to you. You who is known by many different names, but I bear witness that there's but one God. And we call out to you. We call out to you in the most ancient names of Asur, Heru, Aset, the first recorded trinity in humankind. We call out to you. We call out to you in the names of Obatala, Shango, Yemeya, Oshun, We call out the names of Kwame Yonkopon, the most ancient manifestation of the absolute. We call out to the names of Obade, Tria Dupont, Odukoma, the creative forces of the universe. And we call out to you, Jinyame, the God force of the universe. We utter the names that have been handed down to us through the generation. And so yes, we call out to you, Jehovah, Yahweh, the Christ. We call out to you in the names of Allah, Jah. We call out to you. We call out and we ask that you allow our arrows be like dipped in honey. That when we speak our words, that they find soothing sources to us. That they do not cause hurt. They do not cause pain. But they cause joy. And so, having said that, we call out to the ancestors. We call out to those ancestors whose names we do not know. But we know they existed because every one of us in this room is a manifestation of some great African that walked upright the first steps of humankind in this time, in ancient times, whose outstretched arms beckon us from beneath the Atlantic Ocean to reclaim our bird of passage in the spirit of Sankofa, Sankofa, Sankofa. Come, great ancestors, have your drink, as we all say in poor libation. We call out to those Africans whose names we do know. We know because you are still hovering around us. You're still giving us timeless lessons. Your footprints are still etched in the sand. You still shine like that radiant diamond. And so we call out in the names of Yah Asantewa, Great Queen Mother, who told the men of ancient Ghana that if you will not fight, then we will fight. We call out to Yah Asantewa, come have your drink on this night. We call out to the names of Nzinga, Great Queen Mother, who challenged the Portuguese and said, you will not conquer my empire. We call out to the names of Zuni, Boukman, Cecilia Fatima, who lit the flame of African liberation in the Western Hemisphere. If Haiti catches hell, it is because it is the shining example of African spirit, African will, when it successfully defeated the most mightiest European army of its time, the French. That is our legacy. When we choose to fight, we win. If we in it, we win it. We call out to the names of, yes, Nat Turner, Denmark Vesey, Gabriel Prosser, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman. Come, great ancestor, have your drink, as we say in Port Libation. We call out to those Africans who are the shining example of manhood. Our shining black prince, El Haj Malik Shabazz, Malcolm X, the member of the Real Dream Team, his partner in liberation, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Come, no conflict, just different ends of the pole, but fighting for the same right. African expression, African self-determination. We call out to the names of, yes, you, Garrett A. Morgan. Yes, the creator of the stoplight. He gave us red for our bloodline. He gave us golden colors for our rich heritage. He gave us green because prosperity is our birthright. So the next time you're at a stoplight and somebody's blowing at you, you turn around and tell them, I'm having a moment in black history. But when you come in your own time. And when you do come, hold all of us assembled here on this night, right here in the city of Gary, Indiana, a city where the black political movement lit the light that turned this country right side up. The spirit is still here. We must resurrect it though. And we will do it in our children. Come. And when they come, they will hold all of us accountable. That we dare to fight, we dare to struggle, so that they might have a freer and fuller life. Because children is the absolute way of saying that life will and life must go on. Come, let me drink. Let's say for libation. And if we truly believe in our hearts that we are an African people, then everything we uttered here today will manifest itself. Among our brothers and sisters in Mali, the Dogon, who are being persecuted right now because of them practicing our traditional ways, they have a word called the Nomo, which means sacred speech. And for my brothers and sisters of the Judeo-Christian, you understand it as in the flesh, the word was made what? Flesh, whole. It came into existence because it was uttered. There was a time when they said sticks and stones may break our bones, but names would never hurt us. That's a lie. Words are power. If we want peace in our community, then let's start speaking it. If we want more love in our community, let's start speaking it. If we want respect in our community, let's start speaking it, and it will manifest itself. Asante Sana, which is thank you. Madase, which is thank you. Thank you so much.